I am super excited to talk to you today about this little car right here, a BMW Isetta. 1959 BMW Isetta. Probably one of the rarest cars I have. I didn't show you this car before I stopped the drawing series, and I just can't forgive myself for it. So today we're going to do a throwback to the old school, and we're going to draw up a couple of pictures of this little girl. This BMW Isetta was altered in the 70s. It wasn't something I did. I'm going to have BMW people out there screaming at what's going to be done to this car. But it was done way before this had any value. All right, so this little car here is more commonly known as an Urkel car. This body was actually built in a refrigerator factory. It was after the war, and to help save BMW, or that was partially responsible for saving BMW. This little car has a single door on the front that opens up. You climb inside, and it's a two-seater. So let me show you what's been done to the back that makes it so that I can alter this car and I'm not cutting something up. So check it out. All right, you'll notice here that they have actually cut off the rear portion of the car, and they have grafted in a Volkswagen transaxle and torsion suspension. So this is a stock Volkswagen rear end. Yeah, I live a little bit in the country. That was the neighbor's donkey. Anyway, this is a Volkswagen rear end. I'm going to put a different style engine on the back of this. We're going to make it sort of a little racy type car, and I think you guys will enjoy it. Now, I need to apologize ahead of time. I can't really get around it very well, so I'm going to give you a few shots on it, just sort of try and give you a better view. All right, like I said, they have grafted in the rear section to an old Volkswagen, which would have been the torsion housing, and then they bolted in the transaxle to it. So torsion housing and the rear suspension. And so it's a lot wider than it normally would. A lot of people thought these were three-wheel cars. None of them were three-wheel cars. They were all four-wheel, but some of them had two wheels in really close to each other in the back. But they were all four-wheel cars, at least to my knowledge. Anyway, let me show you up here a little bit. Hopefully you can get a little bit of an idea as to what the idea for the car is. This is at least one of my ideas. Anyway, it has an extremely altered front suspension out of a Volkswagen. Anyway, these are just little bubble cars. They're micro cars. They're super cool, and actually they're very collectible at this point in time. Valuable. I'll have people screaming at me about this one. You know what? I don't care. So the engine I anticipate putting into this, we were going to do a Volkswagen engine. We still might consider that. What I had for it originally was a 2.4 liter, an old Pinto motor, and they used to run them in sand rails and circle track cars. And there was a guy named Mark Esslinger, and he did a whole bunch of high performance stuff on the Pinto motors. Or the early German block one was the one you wanted, and they were actually pretty nifty little engines. Anyway, I have one of those, and the idea is to put it in here, change the rear end a little bit, but I'm concerned about the length of it, so we may have to alter a few more things. Anyway, let me show you what I have planned. Let me show you the engine we have, and I'll go inside and get some drawing done. All right, this engine has been setting out for a while, but this is a little four-cylinder Pinto motor. You see those downdraft Webers on there with that great big ginormous intake manifold. It's got a competition centrifugal only distributor. It has the adapter back here to put it up against the Volkswagen along with the appropriate flywheel. There are a bunch of performance parts on this engine. I know you can see the little exhaust sticking out there. Ford Motorsport, Mark Esslinger. He puts together some really cool stuff. I think this is the engine to put in it. It's a little longer than a Volkswagen engine, but not much. But man, I think this will be awesome in that little car. It will be fast. You'll be beyond fast. So let's get some drawing done. This is a throwback to the old school Wild Car Wednesday. And I gotta tell you, I've missed it. I enjoy drawing pictures. I'm not that great of an artist, but I enjoy sort of drawing the ideas that I have for future projects. BMW Isetta, I'm gonna make a wild car out of it. Check it out. So I'm gonna draw you up the car that I originally started building. Maybe I'm gonna do a second version for you so you can see sort of a different option for it. So BMW Isetta. All right, so a couple different versions of the Isetta. Who knows, it may not end up looking like any of those, but I think it'd be a fun little car. Hey, remember to subscribe, share, like the video. You know, send the link out to somebody, refer a friend over, we'd appreciate it. Remember, we also have our merchandise store open, www.theoddrodgarage.com. I had a couple people ask me how long it was taking to get things out. Typically, it's about 2 weeks. I did talk to the store today, or the people who are running the store. They said they're a little bit behind, but they did get some orders sent out. So bear with me. I hope you guys really like what you get. We really appreciate the fact you guys come by and spend time with us. Hopefully you guys like the old school version of Wildcard Wednesday. Thanks for watching.